Katie's question was, is money your only motive in life?
Money. I think that money is important because you get to do great stuff with it. But I'm way past worrying about money at this stage of my life, to be honest with you.
So why do
But
you
so to answer,
think, oh, no, I was gonna say, why do you think, because I didn't ask him, so I don't know. Why do you think that was the question that Kevin wanted to ask you?
I
If
don't
money
know.
was the only motive in life?
No, no. I actually like Kevin. I think that he's a great player. I think he's actually a good dude. I think he's insecure at times because I think you have to realize sometimes criticism, like I told you earlier, sometimes criticisms are fair. Now, he got mad at me because, and it didn't bother me because my point was, there's a really big difference to being the bus driver than the bus rider. Everybody on the bus is important, but the mental stress, the leadership, are those all the part of being the man. The stress of dealing with not winning, keeping the locker room together, dealing with that stuff every night, every game, that's is stressful. And one of the reasons, he gets mad when the old guys like myself saying he got to win a championship away from the Golden State Warriors.
I think the issue that comes sometimes from players and people in the media is, for example, right now for you to say, I think he's insecure, right? It's like, what data have we collected or what conversation have you had with him personally to be able to label him as an insecure person? And so then I think that when he's always being told he's these things, your automatic reaction is going to be, okay, well, I need to tell you what I actually am. And I think that's why a lot of fans do sometimes enjoy this, like going back and forth with him online, because it's the one time that a person can tell you who they are, as opposed to somebody who isn't them trying to tell you the ins and outs of what they are doing on the court or who they are as a person. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand that. But the reason I say he's insecure, Taylor, there's levels to this. You don't have to react to every fool. Like when you're arguing with a 16-year-old kid, that's like, yo, man, why are you worried about a 16-year-old kid? Like, I don't get, I don't talk to that many people that I like every idiot fool jackass that says something to me, I don't respond. I'm like, yo, man, I don't care what you think. So that would make you, that makes you insecure. Like if it's somebody I admire and respect, like, okay, I'll listen to you. But when I talk about insecurities, like, yo, man, everybody's opinion doesn't matter. It does not. So like, when I when my man's got, man, you don't need burner phones. You're Kevin Durant. You can say whatever the hell you want to, but you don't have to react to every single thing. And like, so that's why I think some of his insecurities come in from.
KD wasn't too happy with Charles Barkley's comments. He tweeted, "This clown does not have G14 classification to speak on the God. We have never had a real human interaction. Carry on." Nothing against KD, but I don't know what he was expecting. He asked a shady question to provoke Charles Barkley, so then he responds, and now KD gets upset. And Chuck had no problem with the question. It was Taylor Rooks who said, "Why do you think he asked that?" And Chuck gave a logical response to that question. KD kind of proved his point. Charles Barkley just said, you don't have to respond to everything. You don't need to get mad at everything. So what does KD do? Respond, and he calls himself a god. Doesn't that sound just a little insecure? I think it's because Charles Barkley sticks to his opinions. Kevin Durant has been trying to win over Chuck for the longest time, and Chuck keeps saying, until you win a championship on your own team, you're not going to be considered a bus driver. And that bothers Kevin Durant, no matter how much he tries to hide it. Because when Stephen A. Smith was criticizing Kevin Durant for going to Golden State, KD got Wanda Durant on him, and he changed his mind. Stephen A. Smith completely sold out the moment that Kevin Durant's mom went on the show. But Charles Barkley isn't going to change his mind no matter how many shots Kevin Durant tries to throw at him. If KD really didn't care, he wouldn't have asked that question. Are you only in it for the money? Charles Barkley has made so much money over the course of his Hall of Fame NBA career. Why on earth would he be just doing this for the money? He enjoys what he does. It's pretty obvious. If Charles Barkley was only in it for the money, he would have retired a long time ago. With this tweet, Kevin Durant tried to clown Charles Barkley, but instead, he proved everything he said was true. But that's just what I think. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is Charles Barkley right about Kevin Durant? And leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more NBA content just like this. And I will see you in the next upload.